Hello everybody and welcome back to the NW Sportscast. Today we continue our player profiles with Seby Zavala, Mariners backup catcher. Now, like most of you guys, I was a little bit surprised when the Mariners decided to trade for Seby Zavala instead of re-signing Tom Murphy, because it does feel like a bit of a downgrade. Tom Murphy was an offensive legend for the Mariners as a backup catcher, but the Mariners decided that they want to get the most bang for their buck. They couldn't afford to pay Tom Murphy $6 million. They're just that cheap, so Seby Zavala is what we're left with. All right, so let's go over Seby Zavala. Last year, he hit 170. He had a negative 0.3 wins above replacement, 18 runs batted in, a 47 OPS plus. Those numbers are pretty bad. He did hit 7 home runs, but still ended up with a slugging at 314. That was in a combined, let's see, how many games? That was in a combined 73 games between the White Sox and the Arizona Diamondbacks. And the Diamondbacks, he played only 7 games for them before being traded to the Mariners as part of that Eugenio Suarez trade. Before last season, Zavala was a little bit better. In 2022, he was actually pretty good. He hit 270 in 60 games with a 108 OPS plus, 729 OPS, 2 homers, 21 runs batted in. And then in 2021, he hit 183. Career, his batting average is 210 with a 622 OPS, 72 OPS plus, 21 doubles, 14 home runs, 54 runs batted in, and a career 0.2 wins above replacement. Now, if you look at the D-WAR, his defensive WAR, also not that good for a catcher, especially. His D-WAR last year was 0.5, and his offensive WAR was negative 0.4. In 2022, his D-WAR was 0.3. Yeah, just not amazing. It's really hard to get super excited about him. The projections have him playing 317 plate appearances, which would be by far a career high. I'm not sure how I feel about him being projected to have that many plate appearances, especially when he's one of 3 catchers on the roster and he is the worst offensively. It's almost like they're projecting Cal Raleigh to get hurt, which I really hope that it doesn't end up being the case. They're projecting that he will hit 9 home runs, 13 doubles, 3 stolen bases, 35 runs batted in, a 227 batting average, a 665 OPS. Those numbers are actually pretty good, honestly. Like, if he hits 9 homers, 13 doubles, 227 batting average, and pushes 660 OPS, I'd be happy with that. His fielding run value last year was good. He was 82nd percentile on fielding run value. He was 85th percentile in blocks above average, and he was 77th percentile in framing. However, he's not very good at catching stealers. He was just 18th percentile in pop time and 23rd percentile in caught stealing above average. So defensively, he's not gonna let up a bunch of pass balls. He's good framing. He works well with the pitching staff. However, he is not great at throwing runners out, and his offense pretty much sucks. But if his offense can be as good as the projections, I'd be a happy man. Personally, I'm gonna project that he plays about 35 starts and gets around maybe 180 plate appearances, maybe about 200 plate appearances. I think 300 is way too much. I'm going to say that Seby Zavala goes yard 4 times, 4 home runs, 7 doubles. He hits 210 with a 630 OPS. I think that is more realistic of him. I think the projections are a little bit too high on Seby Zavala, but if he can play good defense and he can give Cal Raleigh 1 or 2 off days a week, that's all we really need. Because as much as I don't love Seby Zavala's bat, I don't want Mitch Garver to catch. I just don't. Like, period. End of story. Do not let Mitch Garver take even a single inning behind the plate, because I don't want him to get hurt. We need his bat in the lineup. Seby Zavala, he is the guy who is going to be catching when Cal Raleigh needs an off day, and if he can just give Cal a couple off days a week and just be slightly competent at the plate at bats and be a good defensive catcher, that's what I'm looking for Seby Zavala. So I do think he can be valuable to this team, even if the offense isn't great. But those are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know down below in the comments. What do you guys think? Am I too high? Am I too low? Do you agree with me? Do you agree with the projections? Are you somewhere in the middle? Let us know down in the comments. We'd love to hear it. And as always, guys, please remember to leave a like to the video, subscribe to the channel for more content just like this, and make sure you keep updated with all of our NW Sportscast player profiles. Tomorrow we're going to be starting with our infielders. I think tomorrow might be Samad Taylor's day. So if you want to see that, stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in the next one. And as always, guys, go Mariners.